Yesterday, I received news that Akolibed got two 1500s yesterday. So, I think it's time I actually try. And I will say this to Akolibed, there is absolutely no chance you are getting this crown from me. You are not even touching this crown. It is mine and only mine.
That right there is Mrekk giving a warning to Akolibed that he will never ever reach his #1 spot and that he will never take his place. And it happened right after Akolibed set two 1.5k PP plays in the span of 2 days. But literally 3 days after this was uploaded on YouTube, Akolibed set probably one of the most insane PP records of all time, which is the sidetrack day 1.7k PP play. Because of that play and multiple other plays, the difference in PP between Akolibed and Mrekk right now is 620 PP. So that begs the question, will Mrekk actually be dethroned in 2023? Before we get started, this is the last day of October, which is Halloween, and my only wish that I had for October is maybe hitting 15,000 subscribers by the end of the month. We are still a bit far from hitting that, but maybe with the help of you, we can maybe achieve this. So be sure to smash that sub button and share this video with your friends. And even if we don't reach it, I'm still extremely proud with what we achieved this month, so thank you so much for the support. But yes, back on topic. Since Akolibed set the 1.7k PP play, there have been multiple attempts of him setting some really high PP scores, from his Through the Fire and Flames 2 miss choke that is still worth 1.2k PP even with the misses, and then he actually started grinding 3 mod in which he had some really interesting scores. From 2 out of the 4 scores that he set with 3 mod, he managed to gain PP with them. More specifically, his 1 miss chokes on Juvenile and Snow Goose, and then his other 3 mod scores on Inferno and Azo Remix, but a lower difficulty. And since then, Akolibed hasn't really set some significant PP scores, since both Akolibed and Mrekk have been busy with some really important stuff, more specifically OWC, which recently started. If you look at Akolibed's recent tweets, for the past 5 days he was at a certain place, but now he came back to the UK, so we might see him grind again from time to time. On top of that, Mrekk was also busy with other stuff as well, more specifically the tournament that he was hosting that recently ended as well, which means at the moment both Akolibed and Mrekk have 2 distractions, which are OWC and schoolwork. But yeah, we might see them start grinding again. But what about the potential maps that both players can grind? Well, Mrekk, because of his variety of skills, he can pretty much grind anything you can imagine. Aim, speed, hard rock maps, you name it, he can probably play that as well. Maybe even potentially fixing some scores previously if he has the right mindset, which at the moment he might have, since there has been a lot of time passed since the 1.7k PP play. So if there is a perfect opportunity for Mrekk to farm, it would be right now. That is, if he still wants to hold his #1 position. Another interesting question is, will he wait for Akolibed to do something once again, or will he start grinding again pretty soon? Let me know what you think about this down in the comments, cause Mrekk can sometimes be unpredictable. As for what Akolibed can grind, let's just say that he has a couple of speed maps that he can grind on its own. But like I said previously, he started to grind 3 mod, which opens up a lot of opportunities, like for example setting 3 mod scores on maps that he previously set with hidden DT only. On top of that, based off of this clip right here, I think you can see that Akolibed is pretty good at aiming. So if he can maybe start farming some potential 3 mod aim maps, then maybe he has opportunities for other farm maps as well. So yeah, there's potential maps for both players to farm, but the one who I think will rise to the top is the first player out of the 2 to start popping off insanely. Another thing to mention is, why haven't I mentioned, let's say, Lifeline for example in this debate? And it's quite simple. The reason being is because we haven't seen really a lot of activity from Lifeline. Like, it's honestly quite sad that the moment that Akolibed start popping off, Lifeline has been completely brushed off to the side and nobody really talks about him. Because again, it's not like he can't set PP records so that he's not able to set some high PP scores. For example, 3 weeks ago, he literally choked a 1.4k PP play on Chase Me, which is still a really insane PP play, but again, we all focused towards Mrekk and Akolibed. And again, everyone that I just mentioned is focused more on OWC, so yeah. Will Mrekk be dethroned in 2023? It all depends if the players that I just mentioned start actually grinding again. And like I said previously, the first person out of the 3 people that I just mentioned to start grinding insanely hard will most likely come to the top. So yeah, out of everything that I just mentioned, who do you think will be the person to rise to the top? Will Mrekk still hold his #1 position? Will Akolibed maybe start farming speed maps again? Or will we see activity from Lifeline once again and rise to the very top? Ladies and gentlemen, that's everything that I have. If you missed my previous upload, then be sure to check it out because we had some insanely breaking news regarding Vaxi and Malishevsky, but that's everything from me. I'll see you in the next video, which will be in a few days. Bye bye.